I figured since I'm out here, I was going to do this tomorrow, but I watched the shows last night, so I may as well talk about them tonight. Boomerang. Boomerang episode 5. This is actually the first episode I watched. My mama played Boomerang for me, because she was watching it. I was living in bondage, and I didn't have access to the television back when I was in bondage. And so I hadn't caught the show. I was, apparently 5 episodes behind. She played this episode for me. I was like, I guess I'll watch it. Then I decided, I guess I'll go on and review it, talk about it with the other girls, see how they feel about it. But not too many of y'all watch it. So, and those that watch it, not too many of y'all talk about it. Some of y'all just be watching because it's me. And thank you. Appreciate it. But Boomerang, episode 5. It wasn't a lot that went on. And having to watch this episode twice bored me. But here we are. The church. We know David's a pastor. We at his church, and for some reason he got more choir members than he got lay members. He got like 17 choir members and like 8 members to just sit out in the audience. And I just, all right, well, y'all sang. Y'all going on and sing. And then it switches back to the let out. So we at a club about to close. It's Atlanta. I'm trying to get a good idea on what time it is. What time is it? And not in the High School Musical 2, what time is it summertime way? And what time of evening is this? Because the club done closed. Clubs in Atlanta, 5, 4, 6, sometimes pending. So it's super de-duper late, is what I'm gathering here. And the club is about to let out. We see Ari. I need him to grow on me just a little bit more. I'm still not really super into whatever he got going on. He talking to this girl who had this wig, honey. It was pressed down, shaking together, and running over shall men give unto their bosom. Church reference. At the front root. But then it was an afro everywhere else. And I'm like, what is that? So they talking, and he like, oh, you so cute. You know, blah, 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 blah. Flirt. You know how the kids flirt. And she's like, well, why are you out here? Why you not in there? He's like, well, the party just about to get started. And she's like, what you talking about? See, a bunch of drunk black folks about to come out this club, and then it's really gonna get popping. And I'm like, it wasn't popping in the club? All right. So then he says, a couple seconds here they come, and then they come. You hear everybody say, all right, club's closed, thank you. And then the doors open and everybody starts filing out of the club. And this is the let out. It wasn't nothing but a bunch of folks standing in the parking lot talking. My mama do this at Walmart all the time. She sees somebody, hey girl, if it's warm enough. Yeah, and so, hey, your mama and them doing it. Everything all right. That's the let out. The girls be standing in the parking lot talking. They do this at church after church every Sunday. Like convocation. Everywhere. Everywhere. Anywhere they convene, honey, when they let out, they go stand in the parking lot. That ain't fancy. That ain't nothing new, but whatever. They out there is the point. Simone paid the DJ $200 and wanted him to play Tia's song. I did this because I was trying to La La Scissorhands. I don't know. But because the girl who plays Tia, for those of you who don't know, her Instagram name is La La Scissorhands. That's her business. So she paid $200 and the DJ didn't play her song. So I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Yeah, $200. DJ didn't play the song. Now they gotta figure out how to get the song played. So Simone, basically, long story short, spends the whole episode running around trying to figure out how can we play this song. Well, I'm gonna play it in my car. I'm gonna play it on my phone and walk around and let everybody hear it. That's not it, girl. That's not it. At some point, Bryson says, well, let me help you. I don't need your help, Bryson. Okay. She's like, stop trying to save me. Like, I'm not trying to save you. I just want to, when your friend going through something, you say, well, let me help. I say, how can I help to my friends 4, 5, 6 times a day? My friend texts me, she be like, girl, I'm just going through. How can I help? What can I do? You know that, because that's what a friend does. The ghetto. Selena got these hot dogs. And Tia asked her girlfriend, do you want a Selena dog? Her girlfriend said, that's racist. She said, no, her mama named her after Selena. And I'm sitting here like, but she's Selena aged. My mama ain't named me after somebody the same age as me. It just never happened. I can't think of a single solitary person whose mama named them after somebody the same age as them. Cause they're not popular. I mean, unless you're talking about the influx of people who name their kids after like the Kardashian kids. I know when Chicago was born, right after the name Chicago shot up in the name lists, or North even shot up. I don't think Saint really went too far, but like that kind of thing. Like, I don't want to say dumb people who name their kids after celebrity kids, but I would make fun of an everyday regular child named Blue. I would have as a kid. Your mama named you after Blue Ivy? Nerd. Your mama couldn't come up with an original name. See, this is why I got picked on in school, because real pretty little girl. I was beautiful, but that stutter. The stutter and the shyness just took me out. Anyway, her mama named her after Selena, but she looked like she would be Selena's age. Strange thing. I ain't got no tissue. I feel a little trickle. You try to head it off at the pass. You squeeze the nostril. Y'all don't care. Anyway, what? David and Elaine. David's at the club. They didn't convince Pastor David to come out to this club. Crystal didn't make it though. David a girl runs into David trying to be slick. Oh, excuse me. You know, she bumped his shoulders. Excuse me. What's your name? He says, David, like the Bible. She says, oh, I'm Elaine, like Seinfeld. Shut up. Sweetie, we black. We don't know. I don't know a single solitary person. My best friend watches Friends constantly. I've never sat and watched Friends personally. So even if I did know somebody who watched Seinfeld, it wouldn't have been me. Anyway, she says something along the lines of, hey, you want to go have sex or something? He said, no, I'm saved. And she said, oh, I hear my friends calling me. I'm gonna get on over here. Y'all got, be blessed. She scoots on away. What else? At some point, girl, I'm gonna get her out the way. At some point, she ends up sitting on the curb by herself because all her friends done went off with niggas. What kind of friends? Now, I don't go out. Me and my best friend, we planning to go to the movies, probably in the daytime, because it's gonna be we gonna go see Us. And honey, I'm gonna be terrified. But I don't go to the club or nothing. I don't know what is the protocol for going to the club with a group of friends. Don't y'all need to make sure all your friends get where they supposed to be safely? They done left this girl on the curb. So David comes up and he's like, well, what happened to your friends? She said, well, they all done got chose. They went off to be chose. And I'm like, oh, that is so sad. Genuinely so sad. But as somebody who didn't get chose a lot in high school, pretty much at all, and don't get chose now, to be honest. The girls be on the on the YouTube like, oh, I think she's just so cute. I have people inbox me like, my friend thinks she's cute, and I'm like, but y'all live in Wisconsin. What I'm gonna do with that? what I'm gonna do with that? The people who think I'm cute always live Carolina, South, I think. Carolina, Baltimore area. I'm nowhere near that side. I guess the West Coast don't agree with me. All right, work. East Coast is where it's at as far as people who think I'm cute. Anyway, moving along. Yeah, so long story short, David gets her an Uber, or helps her get her Uber, and sits with her until the Uber gets there, invites her to church. She's like, well, what time? He says 7:30. I say, it's 6:15 now. What in the world? Because what time did the club close? 7. Huh. The ghetto. She says, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make that, but put the address here in the phone in case I just don't go to sleep or something. Let's see. I'm gonna skip to the end. Selena, the hot dog maker, sees that Simone is going through some things. She said, well, I can put some extra mayonnaise and peppers on your dog, honey. Are you okay? We put just a little, no charge. I just throw you a couple extra peppers on there. It ain't no thing. She's like, no, I was trying to play this song. Do you have a speaker? She says, no, but if you want to play a song really loud, my husband can help you. She says, is he a DJ? No, but he's Dominican. Well, there we go. All she had to do was holler, is anybody Dominican? Here, just let out. I need a Dominican. Is that one? Won't you come? They play the song, Tia gets out there, and I'm just saying no. and rapping and you know, the kids do this. I'm not good at dancing. I'm not a great dancer now, especially when you got to do a lot of arm related things. I have a lucky fin. I can't touch my shoulder. This is as far as the arm can go. This one I can just lay it on there and, you know, get all it. I can't do that with this, so I can't. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. Anyway, they play the song. After that, honey, they make it on to church. David is preaching on David. Be like David. Elaine that made it. She's sitting in the back. Crystal sitting there. She turned around. She see Elaine, and now she feeling some kind of way, because as we know, David and Crystal were married. And basically, I think that's it. Oh, I forgot, while they were dancing, Bryson and Simone kiss. Let's see here. Then everybody started running. I think that was just like to showcase that once one black person starts running, a bunch of other black people start running, because there was no point to these people running. There were no gunshots. You ain't see no police. Folks just started running. You see Bryson put Simone in the car. He kissed her forehead and made sure she got on in there safely. Okay. And then, you know, after church is out there, and the choir get to singing a real jazzy rendition of No Weapon Formed Against Me. And everybody just doing their own riffs and runs. No weapon. Ooh, for. And I'm just like, that's not how choirs work. You got 18 choir members up here, and 11 of them are freestyling. No. I was like, girl, I guess no weapon was formed against you not to do all this with your voice, huh? Out here showcasing. That was on my nerves. My mama a choir director, and my grandmama was too, and it just... One band, one sound. You niggas is up here trying to do too much. Anyway, we're gonna move on to episode 6. We are now freshmen in college. Bryson is up there giving a report on Simone's dad, of all things. I'm like, this hero worship is it's a lot. It's a lot. You're doing too much. Marcus Graham is the greatest advertising nigger in the history of niggeros. And you see Simone peek into the door, and she's just like, you know, it wasn't that hard to break the internet, because they were talking about breaking the internet. It wasn't that hard to break the internet in 97. Okay. And so he thrown off, and, you know, the professor taps, hey, get back on track, sweetie. He gets back on track for this, whatever, after class. You can tell I've lost interest. I remember we got some chili in the house, and I really want to go eat that chili. My mama made some chili today. I'm trying to get to the chili. After class, Bryson sees Simone out on, you know, the quad, which, bring back the quad. It was a terrible show on BET, but bring it back. Bring it back. You know I love Jazz Ray Cole. You know I loved Anika Noni Rose. We like Jasmine Guy on a college setting, of all things. We love it. It's a different world from where she come from. Bring back the quad. Bring it back. That was the first show I ever reviewed on this channel. Moving along. Little known fact, the first show I ever reviewed was Scandal. And I gave it 0 out of 10. It's terrible. I hated Scandal by the end. I really did. I didn't watch the last, like, seasons 5, 6, and 7. Something like that. Who cares? Y'all not here for Scandal. Y'all are here for Boomerang. They meet up, and it's like Simone Graham, Bryson Tiller, I don't whoever. They hug. Oh, it's been so long. How you doing? And I'm like, so y'all know each other? Apparently they grew up together, and it makes me even more confused as to why Bryson worships Marcus Graham so much. There's not a single solitary... I grew up with a lot of people. I had a bunch of friends when I was a child. Bunch of them. A lot of them had daddies. Good deal of them. Because, you know, that's a rarity. All of them had mamas. And there's not a single solitary one of my friends that I could say I idolized their parents. I think their parents pretty neat. Hey, auntie, sister, mama, so-and-so, you know, hey. But I don't like... I'm not going to say I don't idolize any of them, because I think a couple of them are rad and love them to the ends of the earth. I don't worship them in the way that Bryson does. This is strange. Everything he says is Marcus Graham. Marcus Graham, Marcus Graham, Marcus Graham. To the point where Simone had to say, stop saying his first and last name. That's gross. It's weird. Cut it out. Anyway, they go way back. Simone out there hawking shirts. And Bryson is like, well, you got to make it about them. These children are niggers. I know that's offensive to somebody. I text my friend not too long ago and let her know, hey, I'm a nigger. Just to remind, you got to remind the girls. Anyway, these kids are black. They real black. Everything they is black. They be black morning, noon, and night. So you got to make these shirts as black as possible. So she walked over to a sign with a marker right on the sign. I guess she said, you know, colored people shirts available. Then she started yelling, Black History shirt, or black power shirt, black people shirts. And the folks came over and started buying the shirts. She didn't change the shirts. She changed the sign, and then she just yodeled out to the crowd. You know, coloreds, get your colored apparel here. Okay. Anyway, Ari apparently was a stickler for time, and he had somewhere to be. Bryson had a girlfriend. Yada, yada, yada. We gonna move on. I believe this was senior year we had moved on to. Simone is here. The wig was a detriment. It don't make her look any closer to these kids' age. I mean, not Simone, Crystal. Simone's hair was cute. She had the long, because the bob is cute, but her with long hair I really like that. That was cute. That was cuter to me than the bob. Now, mind you, I hate bangs, and I really don't like bobs, but she plays the bob very well. But the longer hair I really liked. Her layers and all of that was cute. But Crystal, that red, short, 27 piece you had atop your head did not make you look any less like an auntie. Girl, who is styling Crystal? She already carries herself like she's about to be 40 next week. And then you got her with these churn. Okay. Apparently the girl that Bryson was seeing that wasn't Simone, that when Simone saw that Bryson was dating a girl, she felt some kind of way, but kept that to herself for 3 years of college. This backstory was stupid. I'm gonna get to it later, but apparently that girl cheated on Bryson, and now he's so heartbroken, and now Simone is going with a rapper named Prisoner. At some point Bryson says that, you know, they should get along fine because they both have, you know, rich famous daddies, and I was like, he said it so rudely. I was like, I don't like how you said that. That was real rude. I ain't like that. Tia is here. She got her hair wrapped. She looking real college. That's what the girls look like in college. The black ones, hair wrapped, hoodie on, leggings. We here. I went to an all black college. Me and there was another boy. We were the two light skins in the entire school, the whole school. We were the lightest ones, and everybody else. And I was the least hood, and I was all right. I was all right because I can blend with the hood, but it was an experience. It was an experience. Anyway, they playing charades or something. I don't know. They playing games. It's the beginning of a game night that, you know, they continue to this day. Ari is working the door at a club on gay night. One young man doesn't have his wallet, and Ari says, hey, you can't come in without your ID. He's like, well, I don't have my ID. He's like, well, you know, bye, go home. He's like, well, I don't have a ride. How you get here? How did you get here? How did you get here? You don't have a ride? That's unfortunate. I hope maybe you can find one. See, I'm rude. Ari eventually gives the boy, he lets him come into the club and gives him a ride home. Because the boy was like, you working here on gay night? We family. No, we're not family. I'm heterosexual, is what Ari was saying. It's like, no, sweetie, honey, come sit with auntie. I got news for you. You like boys. That's okay. You like boys, you like girls. That's all right. It's all right. Anyway, so he take the boy home. That boy's braids were crisp. You got to get those sneezes out of your system. Yeah, that boy's braids were crisp, you know. Anyway, take him home, lean in, they kiss, boy get out the car, he go on in the house, Ari drives off. Now he's like, oh no, I kissed a boy. You know, congratulations to bisexual men for having representation on television. There's not, I can't name any. I was gonna say there's not many, but I don't know if there's any. So whoop whoop. But also, it's not a big deal. It's not. But I know the representation matters. I forgot to mention, while they're kissing, Whitney Houston's "You Give Good Love" is playing in the background, and I'm like, okay, if this ain't gay, I don't know what is. Fast forward, Prisoner and Simone showing up at a club. Ari and Bryson are working the event. Simone wants to come say hey. Prisoner is rude. He hollering. He looked like he might beat her a little bit. We don't know, but they break up eventually, and Bryson is glad. Fast forward to Homecoming. Oh, I forgot to mention that white coat that Simone had on. Everything. Fast forward to Homecoming. David's gonna propose to Crystal. Ari's upset because he's breaking up the crew, and I'm like, but y'all all hang out together all the time anyway. I don't understand. Okay, whatever. David has apparently gotten saved between Homecoming and whenever they was playing charades, I guess, because now he's talking about God. I don't know. They at Homecoming, they dancing. Bryson and Simone dancing. Simone is wild drunk and she gotta pee. Somehow they make it into Bryson's bedroom, you know, his dorm or apartment. She used the bathroom, now they laying in the bed. She talking about how she never saw him when they was growing up. You know, you worshiped me, you threw rose petals at my feet, and I just never saw you like that. But I see you like that now, and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, she throws up, goes to sleep. Bryson says, I love you. They wake up the next morning. She all of a sudden don't want to talk about it, and she go out to eat with the little dreadlock boy that we saw in the first episode that she slept with. She go out to eat with him, who apparently was Prisoner's friend, which they just broke up, and you swooping in on your friend's ex-girl, dog? It's got to be some kind of code about that. I don't know the men's codes, but got to be. Anyway, now Bryson is all heartbroken, and it's just stupid because you went through all of this last night talking about how you never saw him, and you know, you ain't see him like that, and he loved you from the time y'all was in diapers or whatever, and now you see him, and then all of a sudden you decide, well, I'm just going to ignore everything I said and live for the next couple years of my life as someone who, again, does not see Bryson. Because the whole storyline up to the point where, well, not even really up to the point where they kissed, but shortly up to that point, was Bryson is head over heels in love with Simone, but she don't see him. Then we get a flashback where she acknowledges that she didn't see him, but now she see him, and we're supposed to believe that now she she has decided, or she just don't see him now. It don't make sense. I don't like it. Anyway, that was the episode. It pretty much ends with her going off to eat with the dreadhead rapper. That was a lot. I'm going inside to eat this chili. Y'all be blessed. Have a great Sunday. If this come up on Monday, y'all have a great one of them too. And I will catch y'all. I guess 911 is next. I'll catch you at 911. Peace.